Hello and welcome to Dr. Hatfield's website. What I would like to share with you now is to try to give you some information about the upcoming course that we're offering this summer. It is EDUC 216515. It's a blended online course this time. Let me show you how to get it. As you know, this is the main web page that you would access it by going to dr-hatfield.com. And if you scroll down just a little bit underneath the arch, Tusculum arch, you can see here that, let me highlight it so you can kind of give a better view of it. Summer 2015 online syllabus. And if you would click on that link, it'll take you directly to the web page. And this is the main page for this particular course. Now, we'll use three other sites. I'll use the Tusculum Moodle site, and we may have some information from the original web page for the Innovative Instructional Technologies page. There's a wealth of information in there that we may draw from in order to help make the class a little bit more successful. But before we begin, let me kind of introduce you very quickly how you can find information, and it's syllabus information, I guess, is probably the best way to say it. But this is the information where you can get candidates with disabilities. You click on that website. If you have a disability and you need resources or anything, you can go to this website and get the latest information concerning that issue. And then we have information about the Tusculum Learning Centers at this link, research assignment and library research sources, the attendance policy, which varies. Essentially, what I do is I will be taking attendance by your participation on a weekly basis with the assignments that you have throughout the week. Academic dishonesty, there's policies here, how we address those kinds of issues. And then the additional syllabus information. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Let me close that back. The additional syllabus information. If I click on this website, you can see that it opens up in a PDF file. And it has some of my contact information. You can contact me using this information, and I will get back with you. And it has a lot of the like learning outcomes, goals, and objectives. This is the information, and probably more than anything, it has the breakdown of the assignments. Now, this may change. It usually does. So nothing is written in stone. It's in a state of flux, I guess you could say. And here is the grading scale for the BAIS and the MAT. So I have all that kind of information located here on this part of the syllabus. It's not a complete syllabus because we're changing the way that we find information that you may need. Most notably, it's by these links. All right. These the introduction videos. This is a video that covers pretty much the entire course. So what my expectations are. So I'm just going to briefly cover again for the sake of giving you the information what to look for. But this is a pretty long video. It's 14 minutes, almost 15 minutes long, and I get into some rather good detail about the reflection process and some other important components of this particular course. The reflection process too. But I am going to introduce that a little bit to you, a little bit in greater detail, not in greater detail, but just to give you a brief introduction, because that's where the biggest part of the grade will be coming from this course. Let me scroll down. Let me kind of share with you first of all. I will share this information with you so that we can go back, and then we'll come back to the website creation, all this information very quickly. But the Innovative Instructional Technologies website, if you click on this link, it will take you, I think I have it a little bit quick. No, that's not it. Let me just go ahead and click on that link. If you go ahead and click on that link, what it will do is take you to the old website, as I mentioned earlier, and it will show you. And the only thing that we may draw some information from this web page. So but here's like week 1, teacher reflection on tabletop movie making in the language arts class. That is an active document that you can download and reflect upon it using Moodle. So that's the Moodle link to this particular reflection. And you can see if I go back up to the top and go to week 2, these are the assignments that are due within each one of the weeks. Managing your classroom computer center is a reflection that's due. Computer games stunt teen brains, that's due on the second week 2. And here is a quick link to the Tusculum Moodle website if you need it. And again, in week 3, you can do this. I can do the same thing. And I have these corresponding to only 5 weeks, 10 reflective articles total. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the MAT and the BAIS courses are a little different in length. So, sometimes I can use week 1 or day 1 or week 2 or day 3. You may see that throughout this course. And it's been very difficult to try to get some kind of method that I can use to identify. I might just start using numbers. But I kind of like the weeks, I think. So I've gone back to using weeks. And again, here's another link to the methods component, just in case you need it. But I'm going to go ahead and close this one. So if I bring this web page back up, you can see that I have I also have links here that are quick links to those weeks too also. And here's another link to the Tusculum Moodle website. But the website creation, again, let me share this with you. I have a creating ePortfolio document here. It's an article. It's not an assigned reading, but it might be good just for your information. It kind of backs up the reason why I am using a web page for you to post all your material for grading to, and I'm using it as an ePortfolio. Now, throughout the course, I do ask that you use Weebly, but if you're pretty proficient in using another source like GoDaddy.com, iPower, Wix, or any other host provider for a web page, that's fine. But Weebly is a free service, and it's very user friendly, and all the students that I've had in this class so far have been successful. So that's why I like the site. But this is the website creation link. It should provide you. I have videos on those links that will provide you with enough information to be successful in explaining what I'm expecting. The interactive whiteboard, a little different. This is the interactive whiteboard training. At the very bottom, or somewhere in here, practical whiteboard exam. You can see. Let me kind of highlight this to kind of give you an idea. The practical whiteboard exam. This is the exam that you're going to be using. One of our class meetings that I will give you a practical exam, give you an opportunity to train and learn. And that's not to say that you can't go to the school site that you're assigned to and practice on one of the Promethean boards or the smart boards or the e-instruction boards that they have on site. Just ask for permission, and I will get you permission, and so that you can practice, because I want you proficient using the interactive whiteboard, because they're located in almost every school in the state. So it's just a really good, useful tool to know and understand and have practice with. But the Plickers assignment, this is a big assignment also. I have a pretty good video. You can see it's a 23-minute long video, so it's quite extensive in explaining what my expectations for this particular assignment is also. And I have a website like plickers.com. And videos, associated videos that will help you. It's kind of like a brief tutorial that will help you get through the process. And another one, the kindergarten. This is a really good video that help you, and additional videos to support so that you can be successful with this also. But like I said, I have really covered this in the video, so I'm not going to get in detail now at this point in time. Email, very simple, is this is email etiquette. Let me kind of give you an example here. This is the information that you probably wouldn't be bad to know and understand this information right here. And the reason why I say that is because this is something that's good to know when you're using school email. And I will discuss this and give you some information a little bit in greater detail also. And there are 2 courses. I have the copyright quiz course. This will give you email credit, and there are a few others. A few other assignments that I associate with the email that you can. There's enough email correspondence so that you can get the credit for the email in this particular case. So that's not a concern. Shouldn't be a concern of yours either. Just a typical conversing with me on throughout the course, and you should get your credit for that. And I do check it off. So, and the next one is data collection and management. This is, I'm very thorough. You can see I have a 12-minute video that explains this step by step, and a 7-minute video that does the same. So that's pretty extensive videos explaining what my expectations for that is. The Excel, PowerPoint, and Word. You're to create a grade book that you post on your web page. You need to be able to find 3 active PowerPoint downloads that are specific to your discipline, whether it's K-6 or secondary or middle school. You need to find 3 PowerPoint presentations and upload to your web page so that I can check those off. And that's another example of a technology component. And the Word document is one of the assignments that I do there is I need to know that you're proficient. You're going to be posting the 3 lesson plans. Now, this is an important thing to know and understand. Don't upload the lesson plans in a PDF. Don't make a link to a website for your lesson plan. I need a working Word document of your lesson plan. You can copy and paste, do whatever you need to do, but I need it posted on a Word document. You can't get credit unless you post your lesson plans in a Word document. So that's one of the things, and then you would upload those lesson plans up to your ePortfolio or your web page. And that's the next one. The multimedia is quite extensive. This is the one where I haven't decided yet. It's kind of optional as to what you want to do. I would prefer that you work in a group, if you can't work in a group, but to create a tabletop movie making session. And I have video here. I also have supporting information on this website that can give you all the information and benefits that you need. It's in one of our first reading assignments is the tabletop movie making, and there's corresponding videos with that article also that I would like for you to watch. But it's a pretty neat idea to do this, and then or you can do a response to literature, or you can do just a typical a response to literature is you assign textbooks, or you read a story, and then you respond to it accordingly. And I will have some links located down here of some appropriate response to literature videos that you can kind of use as a comparison. And that's kind of an individual project. So that's why I like tabletop movie making, because it can be, the tabletop movie making, I've had students to actually create an entire tabletop movie making, either with their classroom students, which was really neat, or their children themselves. And it was a great, like I said, it's an enjoyable process, but I want you to know and understand the process behind it, and that's what that one is. And then the assignment the multi-part 2 video is just simply downloading 3 videos off of the internet, off of YouTube specifically, and putting them in a specific folder so that you might be able to use them in class at a later time. And I do have a video in here that kind of gives you a good example of that also. So the technology and integration in the classroom, very simple. All I'm looking for here is that the 3 lesson plans that you create have components of technology within them, whether it be interactive, using an interactive whiteboard, or plickers, or what have you. So I'm thinking, let me take you very quickly to the Tuscaloosa Moodle website. I have a link down here, but if you just click on this, and you would sign in accordingly using your username and password. And I did give some information about Mike Verna, a link, his contact information in case you are having problems. He can probably reset your username or reset your password so that you can have access to it. Because the password changes, I think, about every 6 months, and if you don't change it, you lose it, and you have to contact the help desk to be able to change your password. But here is some information that I have. This is where all of those reflective articles that I have posted are located, and this is how you would. It's a forum. The first 10 reflections, are the purpose behind those is to participate in a forum setting, and you can see that this is. This is an active link. So if I click on it, I can actually see the article, and this is the one I was talking about, again, about the tabletop movie making. Watch these 2 videos. They're really neat, but read the article and give you a little bit greater in-depth information about the tabletop movie making process. But that's an active link, and you can see I have them all the way down through here. So I'm trying to make it as easy as I possibly can for you. And then this is a forum. It's not a document upload or anything like that. This is a forum. And what I'm attempting to do, it's the peer instruction, the concept of peer instruction or collaboration that I want you guys to do. And you can see that I'm asking you to name the reflections accordingly so that when you do your forum post, make sure it's like something specific to the article that you're writing. And if you click on these links, it would bring up what they have posted about that after reading that particular article. And about that article, let me go back one. About that article, at the very top of the article, I have an article reflection document. Now, on this document, you can type this document in and copy and paste it to the website if you'd like. But the article at the very top of the article looks specifically. Now, I want to cover this to make sure that everybody understands what I'm asking for. Specifically covers the thesis statement. What is the thesis or the theme of the article? The second, there's two more questions. One question is for list some of the positives of the article. The third question is list some of the negatives of the article. That's my reflection process. I got that from a Harvard professor at an in-service, and I thought it was a wonderful way to do it. But if you look at that you don't have to use a reflective document, but I want you to look at use that as a guiding document to help you write your forum processes. And then finally, the fourth question on that particular process is to what have I learned? And I'm not asking for a book, but I am asking that you make an effort. Please, and I keep saying this over and over again, please don't write a blanket statement covering what an article may be. Don't give me a blanket response. I'm not looking for rhetorical answers. I'm looking for answers that are specific to the article and that can tell me, that can show me by when I read them, that I can know and understand that you have read the article and kind of have a general understanding of the article. That's what I'm looking for here. And like I said, the good thing about the forum is that you can read other people's documents or their post or forum post and reply to them if you want to. That's fine with me. But I want you to kind of take an active role, an active learning role, and reading other people's posts, reading your own post, and see to make sure that you understand, and you might learn something from the other people. At least I do. I learn something every time I do this. All right, now, as you can see, there are 10 reflection discussions, like 2 first week, second week, third week. There's 2 reflective documents that are due each week. Please don't be late with those documents. Have them within the week that they're assigned. And then finally, on this one, Module 11, under the project-based learning, this one is something that's a little interesting, and this one is where you will need to download a PBL reflection document. Here, this is the link. Let me see if I can highlight it to make it a little bit bold for you. Well, if I can bold it for you, well, I'm not going to be able to do it. But if you look, see where it says PBL Reflection Document Download. And if you download that, this is a Word document. And you can actually just click on it and start typing on this document. That's all you have to do, just to start typing on it. And then if I, let me see if I can get my clickers back here. But if I scroll down and I'm typing on this document, I come over here, I can actually start here and start typing my answers. But you have to watch the videos in the interim. But these are the questions that I want you to answer for those. It's a series of 6 videos, and they're really short. And I think these are the links actually to those that will open up the documents. Yes, and they are. You can see when I highlight them, you can see where it clicks the open document. So you can open up that and use that as a resource to view the videos, or you can go directly to the website. You can see this is the first video. Please don't overlook this video. A lot of information is in this video. And then there's 5 corresponding videos to support this one. So this is the video. It'll open up and you can watch it. 6 minutes and 30 seconds long.
How will today's children function in a dangerous world? What means will they use to carve the future? Will they be equipped to find the answers to tomorrow's problems?
When you think about traditional learning, you think of a student sitting in a classroom and being talked at.
Now I imagine a lot of you are still thinking
They are supposed to be a sponge. The teacher tells them information and they suck it up. That's not the real world. Having them actively engaged, learning about things in their...
And again, one of my supporting methodologies is active learning, or I guess it's more of a philosophy. But this is the process. Watch the video, answer the questions on the document. You can see here's another video. They're all located here. And then once you get that completed, go to this link at the very bottom and upload a file. Upload that document to this website, and I will read it and give you a response from what you have submitted. I guess that's pretty much it for this particular assignments. The course, like I said, as you work through that web page, especially in the methods components, you'll see that they're pretty thorough, and they're going to be changing as probably throughout the course, because I'm trying to tweak them to try to make it as easy as I possibly can for you to be successful with this program. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Again, my contact information may be found. You can contact me by email under this additional syllabus information. I will give you my a little bit better contact information. I'll give you my phone number and everything when we have it through the first email that I send you. But for that, that's pretty much covering the syllabus and giving you an introductory of this course. And I thank you very much for your time, and looking forward to working with you throughout this course. Thank you again.